Hello YouTube. I was actually supposed to be filming a car today, but the weather was absolutely terrible, so we're doing that tomorrow. So I was just sat down having a cider. I just had a thought of how funny my first videos were. So I thought, fuck it, let's bring you along and let's react to my first ever videos on YouTube. So I'm just gonna go down here to date added oldest. We're gonna react to some of these. Now some of these are so cringy. So obviously of course gonna bring you along and we can both laugh at my expense. Now the first one here, it's got 145,000 views. My first video is engine misfires, try this, cheap fix. Let's jump in. I do actually remember the first one actually isn't that bad. It's when we get to the second and the third and the fourth ones, they are really cringy. So let's jump in nonetheless. My first ever video on YouTube.
Okay, so I've got a problem with my Astra, and it's an annoying problem. A couple problems to be honest. Now the first
There's
one
more than
is
a couple,
idle,
mate.
in fact,
How nervous I am.
stall out.
I can't even look at the camera. I'm like
about 600, and then it'll drop to about 4.
Look at it with my watermark in the top left. Getting that branding in there. First video.
So,
good marketing, Lockwood.
Something like that. Something not.
Something like that. Yeah, I know what I'm talking about.
So,
something like that.
There's a misfire in every
misfire.
cylinder. 4 misfires in each cylinder. The car
misfires, 4 of them.
So
is it a coolant temperature sensor?
And bought another engine temperature sensor.
Oh, it's an engine temperature. Oh no, it's a coolant temperature
and
sensor.
now, very easy to install. It's just a 19mm bolt.
Very easy. It's why it's 12-minute video.
Makes a big difference.
Ooh, them transitions.
Half mil or a quarter mil ratchet.
Right, just pause. I remember having like the only camera I had was like a DSLR. This was like before phones were good. I had like an iPhone 6 at this point, 5. And I was there with this DSLR camera which had like manual zoom and it did have a wide angle lens, so like I was like filming like this, but really it looked like it was like this. Trying to film. I was like, this is, look at me like.
And a 19
filming my socket, so I'm like this really, but it just looks. Okay, so that's a 12-minute video of me installing a coolant temperature sensor. It's boring now and it doesn't get any less boring, so let's crack on with the next one, which they start getting cringy from here. The next one's called Cars Around 200 brake horsepower which are cheap to insure. I thought this was gonna bang because it was like, you know, everyone wants a cheap fast car. And this was when like videos that were like quick fast moving things with images and a voiceover, that was when videos like that were in. So I thought I'd try, you know, I'll try my side and I tried to get my humour across. I think I just like recorded my audio through like a video, like my phone. I made what I had handy. Yeah, again, I got my watermark in the top left. This is when I was trying to be funny. So personally, I think this is too bad. And it's actually got some really good information in this video. It's got 300 likes, so obviously everyone else loved it.
Hello and welcome. Do you want a quick car that
You don't understand how many times I did that intro. Hello and welcome. I did it must about 10 times. Everyone just sounded awkward. I don't know why I went with that one because that sounds just as awkward, but nonetheless I still went with it.
in a bombshell of ridiculous insurance quotes? Well, don't we all? So there are 4 cars around 200 brake horsepower which are relatively cheap to insure. Number 4, the Renault Megane Sport 175.
A 175 Megane.
172 brake horsepower from a 2-litre diesel engine with a top speed.
I remember just like googling images and just thought, that's funny, we'll put that on. And like this is when I didn't even have Photoshop, so like even with like the 4s, the 3s and the 2s and 1s, I had to just like Google 4 JPEG like on Google and then just do my own on Photoshop. I actually remember having a script, I wrote it down on paper and I remember like following it, and there must have been multiple times where I like thought, I'm like shit, I gotta go back to the start. I didn't know editing then, I didn't know you could just continue from your last sentence and just cut the rest out. I literally started all again. So I was reading this whole script like trying to not miss off a word, and I thought I'd have to start it all again. Oh man, it wasn't fun.
Dirty diesel, 6 feet-pound of torque.
Graphs,
the car has a
yo.
0-60 time of 7.4 seconds and a top
Oof,
speed of 146 miles. Different from both class. Now don't worry, despite looking Ether would not have the same respect as the 182 Clio with the lads at the local Mackies, but that's an entirely new video.
Someone actually messaged me that not long ago. Someone print screened that and said, I know those guys, they went to my school. I can't remember that, I can't remember how that came in conversation, but I was just like, no fucking well, they're on Google, mate. And one of my videos, 44,000 views.
And number 1, the
Number 1, what was
VXR.
Of course
yes,
it is.
This car can shoot from 0 to 60 in 6.8 seconds.
It can shoot there,
6.8. Having the quickest acceleration.
Damn,
it also has the cheap.
Right, yeah, so I don't know why there's another minute left of the video, but a lot of people ask me, best car to get when your insurance, watch that video. Granted, that was 3 years ago. We're going to show 2 more because I feel like after these 2, I kind of start getting my vibe a little bit. With YouTube, it's so awkward when you don't really know what you want to do, what you want to be, and what you want to upload. So, you know, I found that really, I literally experiment with everything, and the next 2 ones are me experimenting, and then I kind of get my vibe after that with a video. So I've got to go one more. This is the introduction, me, my job, my car, and I. This is where, you know, I thought I was going to be some top vlogger in the UK or something. So this is just a video talking about me because everyone gave a shit.
Well, you're it, guys.
You're it, guys. So Manchester. I kind of lost my accent now.
It's just going to be a little update video.
A little update about me, so everyone cares.
I live on the busiest fucking road ever, it's so
oh, the swearing's come out, getting into me on.
Got
the watch on.
The weather is fucking
reckon that YouTube money 3 videos in.
So there's no chance I'm doing that. And I have a few
turn the
jobs.
meters off, mate.
Well, the first one I've been doing, I'm a butler in the buff.
Get out to everyone out there. Hey everybody, need to subscribe to me because I'm kind of good looking. When you wasn't.
Yeah, but I laugh more than other people laugh when I'm telling it. Oh,
no one's laughing, mate. Cocky bastard.
Sometimes get a few people who are a little bit creepy.
Don't, Jesus. Preach to that, Lee. Still touch my face. Still not that confident on camera.
It's fun. I'm going to turn my heaters off just in case you can't fucking.
Thank you, mate. Thank you.
So yeah,
about
do that.
time.
I've been to uni after this sport at uni.
Been to uni, guys.
So
been to uni.
not too bad.
Started getting me editing a little bit better. Started chopping things out and cutting and stuff.
If you look at this
No,
lady,
it's a fucking shithole. That's what it was. Well, I did love it.
She is called, yeah, she is called Violet. If you were thinking that, she is in a butler in the buff.
There we go.
I mean, it's fun and
Got
all.
to come back to it.
But it's quite stressful, to be honest.
It seriously
is. I mean, juggling my 3 jobs and also now
YouTube. I even want that now.
I've got to get to the gym. I've got to
get
to the gym. If I don't get to the gym, then it's not like I lose my job or anything. But when I get to the jobs,
true, man.
It's if you don't feel good about yourself, it's quite psychologically strenuous. Do you know what I mean?
Really true. Really true.
The nicest thing to walk
horrible
around.
job to do when you're not in shape.
20 or 30 ladies.
Ladies.
Ladies. Butlering job, my butlering above. And they
another
said to
picture
me,
there, just in case you forgot what I look like on the top of.
and it's something like 5 hours, like.
Graft. 5 hours. Woo.
So.
Imagine working for that long. You look it, mate. You
I
look
have to
it,
smash chest and abs for the next week. I get paid like £20, £25 an hour.
Oh, just get that out there.
For 5 days.
It's quite a lot of money that for a 19-year-old boy.
So you're driving down the road like this?
Why would we be doing that? I don't get that. The Bodge police are coming. They're coming for you, Lee.
Police are marking there, there's a police car there. I always get dead nervous driving the class police and I don't know why. Especially being in her purple car.
Is that everyone? I mean, is this just 10 minutes off on myself? Now here's another one. This is me giving it one more shot on like the voice overlay picture videos, and this one's actually really informative. They're terrible on views, got 4,000 views, and that was a lot back then, but this is 3 years later. Like the views of the other videos have gone up, this one has not. This is at 4,000 views. There's actually some really good information on here. I just tried to be bloody funny, but I personally think that this is actually quite funny and there's some good information on here, so let's play.
Yeah,
fact is that
does it seem like you're the only person who gets fucked up by a car insurance quote when your mate pays pennies for something 3 times as fast?
I actually researched a lot into this.
So we're going over all the factors which influence insurance prices.
This was actually a good video. This is actually.
But I think all of us lads will have a different idea of who that actually is. Now,
slightly sexist.
Young males do pay more likely to be involved in minor accidents.
Fuck you, women.
Police officers, nuns, paramedics and insurance underwriters, of course, receive a good rate due to being
green light,
more
get wrecked.
Drivers.
This is
bullshit.
So if you're thinking about celibacy, grab a cheap insurance quote while you're
at it.
Accident, and half the people not even bothering to mention to the insurance due to the bastard ripping you off for the excess.
Bastard, sorry, green light, I love you.
You may end up feeling just like Andy Dufresne out the Shawshank Redemption.
I'm gonna open my fly. And you're gonna swallow what I
Give you a swallow. Great film.
Insurance
Conclusion. Here we
the
go.
cheapest insurance quote possible. It's simple. Move to the middle of nowhere, become a nun who's also married. Wait till you're middle age, buy the biggest people carrier you know of, and you're in for a great deal, mate. Subscribe.
Subscribe. Yeah, so they're like my first 5 videos I ever did on YouTube, and after that I kind of started getting my flow on what I want it to be, and it's even more difficult now. A lot of people starting a channel now. You need to go out the blocks with something mad and great camera gear. You know, you can't really afford nowadays to waffle around like I did. Back then it wasn't cool to do YouTube, and it's I feel a lot of people took the piss out of me, and it wasn't, you know, what everyone was doing. Now everyone's doing it. But my advice to someone, if you are starting, just go straight out the blocks with a good camera and really out there content. You just got to do something mad and get out there. But then again, I'm not the best YouTuber in the world by any means. Give advice to me, don't, you know, I mean, I'm still learning as well, but I kind of feel like I have got my vibe now. I go up and down with videos and stuff, but yeah, I hope you enjoyed this. It was fun to reminisce, definitely fun for me, and I hope it was fun for you guys. So thanks for watching. I'll see you tomorrow.